Well, we have with us Dr. Hemant Deshmukh, the Dean of the KEM Hospital, joining us. Dr. Deshmukh, it is indeed a very worrying story as far as the state of Maharashtra particularly is concerned right now. The positivity rate in Maharashtra way above the national average. Maharashtra has seen the highest ever COVID spike ever since the beginning of the pandemic. What's your reading of the situation?
Good morning. There are 2 or 3 things that I would like to tell you. One is the maximum deaths that happened in the month of September were almost more than 400. And last week we had deaths which is almost 10% of the deaths that happened in the month of September or October 2020. The number of cases that have spiked are basically for 2 reasons. One is that the entire lockdown had been relaxed for the last 2 months in the city of Mumbai and Maharashtra. And in fact, the major impact of, tracing, testing and containment needs to be really robust in Mumbai as well as Maharashtra. And these containment zones are not really being implemented very seriously. The COVID appropriate behavior of people has definitely gone for a toss. So the only solution to such things is, there has to be vigorous test, treat and track each and every high-risk patient that we come across. The ratio of testing and tracing is almost to the tune of 1:5 to 10 right now. But the ideal ratio...
Right.
Yeah.
No, Dr. Deshmukh, of course, and we are specifically looking at Maharashtra because it is at the moment, emerging as an epicenter of COVID-19 infections in the country. More than 61% of pan-India cases are being reported from Maharashtra. What's also now been acknowledged by the government of India is that there are 400 cases of the variant strains, the UK, South African and Brazilian variants that have been found. Would you then say that the rise, or rather the disproportionate rise of cases in Maharashtra could perhaps be attributed to the variants?
No, right now not at this stage. These comments would be scientifically based only after the samples that we take from these variant strain that will go for genome sequencing, then only we'll be able to pinpoint which is the strain which is causing a surge in the cases. But basically the cardinal features of prevention of any pandemic, that is testing, tracing and containment, are lacking right now. We are definitely trying to increase the number of tracing that we can have. Bombay is such a unique city that you don't find people at home during the daytime. And that's the whole problem, that the tracing goes for a toss. And people have to understand that the testing has to happen of a high-risk contact only at the end of 5 days after the high-risk contact. It is not the next day.
That's very important.
So,
yes.
Yeah, that's very important because people are testing 1 day after the high-risk contact, but the testing has to happen 5 days after the last contact.
Right. So if you have, had exposure to a COVID-19 positive patient, or if somebody in your contact has tested positive for COVID, you need to wait for at least 5 days before you go ahead and get yourself tested. And in those 5 days, you should, of course, quarantine and not try and come in contact with anyone else. I want to also ask you, Dr. Deshmukh, at the moment, this whole idea about vaccines. 2 quick questions here. One is, do you believe that we need to open up vaccinations for those above the age of 45? We need to liberalize the vaccines in terms of who we're giving them to? That's question 1. And question 2 is, will the vaccines work against the variants?
Yeah, definitely. 2 things here. One is the vaccination program that is being rolled out. Maharashtra and Mumbai has been very aggressive about, holding camps. We are definitely now getting into the slum areas. We have certain kind of urban health centers in the city of Mumbai, wherein we are directly entering the community itself to vaccinate all the people who are in the vulnerable age group. Now, when I say vulnerable age group, here I mean 45 plus, irrespective of morbidity or any kind of morbidity that these people may have. Secondly, that the vaccination numbers have to be doubled. Right now we are, giving vaccination to almost 2 lakh people. but eventually we are going to give 3 lakh vaccinations per day.
Right.
And as we finish
Okay.
30, yeah.
Yes, I think that's very important as well. We also have Dr. Uma Kumar, Professor and Head of Department of Rheumatology of the AIIMS joining us. Dr. Kumar, thanks so much for being with us this morning. Are you concerned about the rise in infections in Delhi as well? You know, we had the Health Minister of Delhi about a fortnight ago say that, you know, we are in an endemic phase as far as Delhi is concerned. The positivity rate has been less than a percentage point for, you know, a consistent period of 2 to 3 months. Are you at all concerned? Over 600 cases now in the last 24 hours in Delhi as well?
Thank you so much for having me on the show. Yes, definitely that's a matter of concern for everyone, and pandemic is still not over. We cannot say it was and then we are again entering into it. So there is a resurgence of cases and it is very concerning. In fact, we don't know what way this second wave is going to go. And you must have observed there had been a very rapid increase in cases. What people are saying that we know about the disease and we'll be able to control it. And what if we find that there are mutant strains or there's something new has happened and it behaves in a very different way? So we have to be very, very careful and try to kind of stamp the fire at the very beginning. And everybody has to take all appropriate measures, particularly the public, where they have to have COVID appropriate behavior.
Dr. Kumar, 2 quick questions to you as well. One is about the severity of this second wave. What are you noticing on the ground so far? You know, the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Delhi is really a hub as far as, you know, hospitals in North India are concerned. People come from far-flung areas to get treated at AIIMS. Are you seeing a larger influx of COVID-19 patients, particularly in the last couple of days? Or is this second wave going to be less severe?
Yes, there had been some change in the rate of positivity of cases which are being reported.
Right.
And the numbers have not gone alarmingly high, but yes, surely the numbers are increasing. That's the observation. But somehow this serious disease is not reported to that extent as the numbers are going up. So that is a good thing.
All right. So you are saying that the number of admissions is rising.
Are already on, and it's not that we have thought that it's gone. So
Yes.
I don't think there's going to be a problem here in treating patients at AIIMS.
All right.
Protocol, everything is on place.
All right. I think that's very encouraging. You know what you're saying, that of course the number of cases is going up, the positivity rate is also rising, and that will see a proportional rise in the number of hospital admissions. But thankfully, at least at this juncture, what one is seeing is that the severity perhaps of COVID-19 is not as high as we saw. Also, the medical fraternity time and time again has said that they're better equipped at dealing with COVID-19, understanding now the way the coronavirus spreads, you know, within people, how to treat it, since they do have the benefit of hindsight. Thank you both very much for joining us with your perspective. It has been an interesting conversation. We're going to keep a close watch.